just a recap of what happened last week. 24th of September, China decided to release the floodgate, let the cash go out to the market. So they reduced the reserve rate, released 1 trillion RMB to the market, and like they decide to reduce the repo rate and decide to support the housing market a bit lah. So we thought, all right, so this is a signal from the market. People would so-called slowly digest. The market will come in and slowly ease into the market. But this is what really happened. So you see that the China market or even Hong Kong market, the companies that just go up like crazy. So that this is Beike, yeah, go up 18%, and then this is Kuaishou, grow up by 8% in a single day, yeah. And this is Li Auto, and then SMIC 10%. So all these companies like just growing. And in stock market, they will share with you like how many company share price go up, go down, or doesn't change. In Shanghai Composite Index, there's 2,230 companies. So 2,230 companies in yesterday itself, all company went up. All company went up. And only 4 companies doesn't change. Yeah. And the least amount that they go up is 2%. So let's say government give them money, right? Do you think that the money will flow to every company? Yes or no? But what happens when China government say that, hey, I'm releasing the money liquidity out? The whole stock market, every other companies, it just react and then just went up like crazy. Yeah, government is giving money and I will get the money kind of thing. So this is what exactly happened in the stock market itself. So all the companies went up, and the worst performing companies, they also got 2+% price increase. But maybe I just ask this question. So government decide to pump in the money, right? Do you think that all company would grow? All company, the business will grow in a 1-2 day, or even I give them 7 days. Do you think that the company just overnight, over these 7 days, their revenue just go up? Yes or no? It's 7 days. All right. Revenue go up already. The business fundamental change. Everyone, the business fundamental overnight change, and then everyone just go up. Yeah. No way, man, right? When I look at this tweet from Joe Vicente, right, I was like, I can't believe. In Chinese, when they referring their market is, they call it like policy market. Any policies that come out will immediately change the market. So for example, when the policy come out with they ban tuition center, all tuition center company die. Or they say cannot make money from gaming, all the gaming company die. All right. But right now, I print money. Every company go up. So this is a very interesting market, I would say. And for those who investing in Chinese market, this will be the things that you would time to time see that happen in market. And these 5-day returns, anyone invested in these few companies like Tencent, Alibaba, Ping An Group, and China Merchant Bank. So I just like one bank, like China Merchant Bank, because when I visit China, I went to their banks. Great. Then it's time for you to treat us a meal. So for me, I also sold all Chinese company. So within 5 days itself, HSI just went up by 16%. 5 days itself. Okay. Yeah. So for those who have heavy China portfolio, this will immediately pull up your portfolio value. Let's look into this. One of the questions that pop up, is this growth sustainable? 15% in 7 days. Will 15% come with the next day, next 1 week? Another 1 week, 15%, another 1 week, 15%. So this is the thing whereby when the government announced the cash can come out from the market, right? One of the biggest beneficiary would be definitely the banks. The financial institution would be one of the benefactors. And the stock market is one of the benefactors. So people have money, they will buy the market. Just like what happened in 2020 when US government decided to print money, lower down interest rate, the money went into the stock market first. So this is exactly the same thing happened to Chinese market. And you can see that this is the trading volume. So this is the China A-share trading volume. So you see that previously is less than a 1 trillion transaction volume. And suddenly in the 30th itself, or since the 24th itself, you see the transaction volume just went up. Transaction volume just went up. So this is the first thing that I like to highlight in the to you guys. First, the transaction volume went up. Transaction volume just close to tripled. Suddenly it just went up. Like people just buying up. Buy, 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 buy. All right, so the transaction volume just went up. And transaction volume went up, right? So the first question you will ask, right? Where does this money come from? Where does this money come from? The money has to come with in either my own money or other people money, right? So government give money out. Usually, for example, when they release money out, they will have some transactions. The money will flow. The money will take time to flow into your pocket, in other words. So within 7 days, money will hardly just go straight to your pocket. So government will release the money, but money will go to the bank. The bank will lend out. The money bank lend out, right? Business will make money. Business make money, they'll give out bonus, give out like taxes, and then give out like salary. So money will take time to go to different people pockets, right? So within 7 days, where does this money come from? Then I have this question. Wow, is today government give me CDC vouchers, and then they announced it like in budget day, and then right now they announced $300. I haven't get the $300 yet, but maybe end of year December. So within now to December, the $300 haven't come in yet, but the market have reacted. All right, yeah, like what Zen said, stock market always predict forward. They are saving. Okay, true, Hui Kwang. Yes, there are savings. There are high saving rates, in fact, in China market. All right. If not wrong, there's specific measures stipulates only for equities market. All right. Okay. Not really just for equity market. So if government announce my money is just for equity market, then it doesn't mean to the economy, right? It doesn't give any effect to the economy. Usually, money will release to the market. They'll go through different route. Usually, you go to the bank first. Bank will release like bank loan for business to grow. Yeah, this some sort of user route lah. All right. So usually they will not say this is how the news writer or so-called blogger would say. Wow, the money going to propping on the market. But government will never say that lah. All right. Okay. So let's go back to 30th of September. What does it really happen to prop up the market grow by 10, 20%? So here, this is the October calendar. So you see HKCN. So this is the holiday calendar. So you see CN, 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 CN. In other words, China market is going 1 week holiday break. Holiday. China market went into a holiday break. Yeah. So what happened is from 1st October to 7th October, the market is going into holiday. And there's a feeling kicks in. So if I don't buy now, 7 days later, the market shoot up. I cannot get the share. I cannot get the return. I have to get it now so that I get my seat first. So when they do anything next week, at least on the 8th of October, I have my seat ready. On 30th of September, no one thinking about cooling down. Everyone is thinking about getting the ticket first. All right. So because of this long holiday, that's what people suspect, or that's what markets thought. Hey, I should get into the train first. I had to get into my rocket first. I buy the share first. All right. So China investor rush to the market because of FOMO. All right. So everyone, take a deep breath. I hope this 7 days at least, the China market will calm down, and then for us to really think again what works for our portfolio. All right, Clement say 我还没有上车. Clement, not every car you're the right one. Write the cars that suits you, that you know this car is good or this car bring you to a certain place. Some car there's a wooden box inside one. That's not the car we want to ride. Okay, there's a bull run happened previously 10 years ago in China, 2014 to 2015, when there's illegal margin financing. So there's a lot of, they call it 地下钱庄, like sub borrower or underground borrower or underground lender. So a lot of underground lender lending the money out for people to trade the market, because it's the policy market, right? When there's news coming, people want to trade, they buy, so they keep buying on the market, right? Okay, but this time around is a bit different. They said, oh, because there are state backing. You see, this is the manager said, this is not the government said. Investor rush into the stock because of state backing. This is what in back of the mind of in the Chinese investor mind, they thought, hey, the state is backing. Right now, I should buy first because the economic policies is to prop up or to support the market. And before that, the brokerage nationwide is quiet just a week ago. And now investors are eager to open account or borrow money to trade. For investors who started investing at least since 2020, right? How many of you like deja vu? Like, I thought this happened before. Anyone? Or is it just me? It's like, hey, I thought this is just not too long ago. This thing happens. If you recall, like 2020, if you open a US stock brokerage account, it take you don't know how many donkey months, at least weeks lah, for you to open a stock brokerage account. Right now, it happened in China. People just open up account and borrow money to trade. So people are working through a weekend from 28, 29 just to help people open up new account. Yeah. And what's more right now, there are people like there's news there. Guotaijin Unsecurity is one of their brokerage firm, like something equivalent like IBKR in China, very big security firm, arrange additional staff just to handling surging account opening in the Golden Week holiday. Means from in the 7 days, they will start or even OT to help people open account. All right. And the customer manager at CITIC is another brokerage firm, margin financial business suddenly become busy. Surge in business activity, more queries about margin financing. All right. So this is what happened. And specifically on margin financing. You remember government like pumping money go into financial institution. So financial institution can choose to lend business owner or businesses to run their business to generate economy. This money also flow into the stock market through brokerage to lend out money for margin financing. Wow. How many people smell something right here? If you smell something, just this is what happened in Chinese stock market right now. Yeah. I will not say this is the beginning or this is the end, but this is what happened right now. All right. I don't know when this musical chair will end, but definitely this music is, they start playing the music. Yeah. And then Chinese as Chinese, a lot of time they treat stock market as the legal gambling platform. So this is a time whereby it's not a good or bad thing. It's what happened in the market. That's why if you are a trader, this definitely is a good news for you because you are trading the market. But let's say if you are investor, then you have to be very mindful of the company that you invest. All right. Maybe before I go to the conclusion, yeah. So this is what really happened. This is in Chinese because it's Chinese information. 融资买入 means like margin financing. So this is like China A shares, the margin financing and stock borrowing business. So it's either you leverage on money, means you buy with margin. 融券 is like short selling. So in a short 5 days, the margin business just went up, poof, like to the roof. This is 50 billion to 150 billion. So you see that the margin financing business just went triple. So right now you can see that yes, there are people who have saving, they will buy with their saving. They are also using margin financings to buy up the market. All right. Yeah. So if you ask me, it's quite scary because I don't know how much money they can back. If the share market draw down, it will just pop, 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 pop because it's like margin buying and then they will margin selling. All right. Okay. So this is what happened. I didn't tell you to borrow. I just sharing with you what happened in the market. It's just in the market, people are doing a lot of bungee jumping. But for me, I don't do because I scared of height. I don't do bungee jumping. Lydia, you get what I mean? So this is what happened in market, and this doesn't mean that this is what I do. All right. So when people borrow money to buy, yes, they can borrow, but can you buy? You can buy with cash. You want to buy a margin, yeah, also your choice, but just make sure that you know what you're doing. Yeah. And then if you buy with cash, you also don't want to buy at overpriced stuff. All right. So for example, right now, McDonald's is selling their samurai chicken burger at $7. Suddenly they say there's a limited edition. So right now I don't sell $7. I sell $20. So you know that $20 McDonald's burger make no sense, right? So you will not buy that. Yeah, something like that. But parent confirm ask you borrow money from bank. I don't know which parent you are referring to. I don't know your parent borrow money to do what. All right, go big or go McDonald work. Okay, yep. So come to this conclusion is this lah. All right. So in terms of like market, this market, you see that is there still opportunities in the market? I would say yes, right? Because if you look at the whole stock market, company specific, it's not all company like going at absurd pricing and going at absurd so-called valuation. All right. So go back to the company fundamentals and go back to valuation. Some companies, yep, it turned back up and it may not be too late to invest. And even if grow down again, at least you're buying at a very low undervalued price, right? So this is the things that I like to share right here. And also, you know that Buffett always say, when tides go up, you don't know who didn't wear their swim trunk. But when tides go away, you know who are naked, all right? So whether or not the tides go up, everyone with their swimming trunk is not our business as long as we know we have our swimming trunk on. So all in all, to be a successful investor, always come back to this. Don't follow crowd. Be patient, be realistic, and keep learning. So this is the qualities and these are the things that I really believe a lot. Lah. Although sometimes I'm a bit impatient, like the market went up. At some point in time, I shared about like Pinduoduo, $100. Wow, $100. The market just went down. The company just went up. If you recall, I shared Pinduoduo a few weeks ago, right? And then my colleague, wow, $100. Hey, it's a good price, like. And then within a week itself, right, just went up 30%. And then, for a person that keep looking at the market, I didn't get the 30%, but he just get the 30% like that. All right. But from the lesson, right, I remind myself this is the real emotion. All right. This is the real emotions that I'll still feel a bit like envy. But I think as the money for long-term wise, it's hard to replicate that. Timing the market is harder than time in the market. All right. So as long as we are in the market, we are invested, and then we investing in the business that we have long-term interest, right? Actually, we are doing far more better in the sense because we can do it consistently. Instead of this 30%, that 30%, you need to replicate it. Yeah. Envy, jealous, hate. All right. So just reiterate, Chinese stock market is very driven by policies. When the country decide to all in one thing, all the country from top to down, everyone go to the same directions, you will know that the effect is very huge. And that's when the effect is very huge, very immediate, the stock market, the investor will do the same. All right. So just to sum up, be thankful for what you have. So for example, in my stock portfolio, I have like Microsoft, like I don't want to say Facebook, later I'll talk about it. I have Salesforce, I have CrowdStrike, I have Cloudflare. So these are all the companies that I accumulate along the way. And these companies are doing okay, doing well, or even Palantir, like double in a year. So these are companies that I own as well. All right. So no point looking at other people's portfolios, say, wow, your portfolio suddenly go up by 30%, but actually his whole portfolio may be growing by 15, 20, but your whole portfolio is growing by 20, 30. All right. So don't be envious on single company holding, but look at your portfolio as a whole and how sustainable it is. All right. So if you concentrate on what you do have, like I didn't have the company to 30%, I didn't have Nvidia like multiple 10 times in 2-3 years. Yeah, then you'll never had enough by Oprah Winfrey. All right. So just focus on the things that you have and you own. All right. So last week, for those who didn't join in, so actually last week, I think we did share a bit of the angle of circle of competence. So these are the things that we have shared like the past 2 months. We talked about market crash, STEM rules, Microsoft Palantir. And we talk a lot of things from like SE, BABA, ETF, auto invest. So we do talk about BABA right here. We talk about Pinduoduo right here. All right. And then we also talk about like baby fund investing. And then we go switch a bit of gear. So we talk about cash, we talk ETF, talk about like companies like from stock index inclusion. So Palantir went into stock S&P 500. And then we talk about like recession indicator. Are we going to recessions? And then what is the adjustment of Fed rates, and how all this affect our market expectation. And last week itself, we talked about China's stimulus, Circle of Communism also talked about software. So I hope this progress have given you some glimpse of idea on from cash to ETF to stocks.
Thank you so much for watching to this video, and I hope that you have enjoyed and learned something from this segment of our weekly Wealth Pulse sharing. We conduct our Wealth Pulse every Tuesdays 8 to 9 p.m. as we deep dive into the latest and biggest market news and what this means to investors. Do remember to like, subscribe, and also share with more of your friends to support us in making investing easy for everyone to follow. Join us in our community through Wealth Pulse, and I have placed the link in the description box below. I will see you online then. Bye bye.